Hello, everyone. My name is Jack The Underdog, and I am your host for Team Underdog, but the inside of my head sounds also known as TUWTIOMHSL. Today, I am here to talk about my song Junkie with my co-writer, good buddy, and the prince of pop punk production, Joel Jorgensen. Joel actually produced all the songs that I dropped this past year. We worked on all of them together. He played a big part in writing a lot of those musical elements. I brought him, really shitty demos that I did on Logic, that are basically just acoustic guitar with like an 808, maybe some distortion, and then auto-tune vocals. And we really worked from bass, from bones, and then built up all the shit that we released this year. So we love Joel. Why don't you talk about yourself a little bit? Introduce yourself.
I'm Joel Jorgensen. I've been in Nashville for about 8 years, and I've been producing full-time since I moved out here from Los Angeles. Jack and I met through some mutual friends, and we hit it off right out the gate and went straight to work. I mean, it wasn't less than a week. We were already working on the tracks. So it's been quite an experience getting to go through his music and lyrics and just really build it from the ground up. I have the utmost of appreciation for him and his team that have given me the opportunity.
Appreciate you, Joel.
Build you up, man. It's been a blast. It's been a freaking whirlwind.
I completely agree, dude. It's been a crazy ass year, right?
Yeah,
man?
I mean, we went from just building tracks to there you are on a billboard in Nashville.
Yes. It's absolutely insane. Let's talk a little bit about how when we first met. So I remember we met at a bar, talked for a little bit, kind of played you some of my old music.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, but I have brand new shit I want to change. I was doing more R&B, kind of electronic-y, hip-hop-y, pop stuff. But my roots have always been in pop punk, so I wanted to go back to that. And I had all these demos written. So I go to Joel's studio one day, and I remember I think I had 10, 11, 12 songs on an iTunes playlist, all demos. And we were just listening to 30 seconds of each one. And you're like, okay, cool. We get to the very last one, which was Wasting Away. Yeah. And before it was even over, you're like, we're doing this one.
Yeah.
And I loved that one. So I was like, fuck yeah, let's fucking do it. But I remember you had an immediate reaction to when you first heard it. You were like, we're doing that one.
Yep.
And that's the most popular one. So, I mean, we killed it.
Yeah, we killed it right out the gate. And every song each song has its own emotion obviously behind it, and it has you in it, which is the most important part. But the songs have life, and they're completely different from each other, except for the anchor that's you and the sound, the genre, what you're trying to tell people. And that's what I love about you and working with you, is because your lyrics are honest. They're coming from your heart. It's not just somebody you should just write this song. No, these are songs that Jack wrote because Jack was feeling like this, and that's your art. That's what makes you a fantastic artist.
I really appreciate you, dude. I really appreciate you. Thanks, man. So let's jump into Junkie then. So this Junkie was actually the last new song that we worked on together. We had done 5 songs, and you called me one day and you were like, hey, I have an idea for a song. And it's called Junkie, but it's about being addicted to a person. Mm-hmm. And I was like, dude, fucking love it. I can relate. I'm sure other people can definitely relate. I think we scheduled a session right away. We were like, all right, come in next week or whatever. Went to a studio. We built up a track. We kind of just both fucking around with guitar parts, just kind of playing, and then we just laid that shit down.
Yeah, 45 minutes to an hour. I think the song was structure, lyrics, and 75% of the demo was done. Yeah, just literally had to be fixed a little bit here and there.
Yeah, it was only an hour long total.
There's something to be said about that process, because it seems like anytime a song is really big or it does really well, it resonates with people, with the masses. It's usually that way. It's just that
it's
stream.
Easy to come out. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely, completely agree. Yeah. So that was a really cool one to work on, and I remember we had a whole bunch of different ideas with some more electronic elements that we kind of toned back a little bit. But after teasing the song on Instagram and TikTok, a lot of people were commenting and reaching out to me and saying, I can really relate to this. I just got out of an abusive relationship, or I am an addict. I'm struggling with addiction myself, and so this I can relate to. I had so many nice messages from people saying thank you for making this, and also I love this content that you're creating. And it's just that's exactly what I thought when you first gave that idea to me. When you first were Junkie, being addicted to a person, I immediately was I feel I number one can relate to this, but I know other people can too.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's been so special to hear that and all the kind words from complete strangers.
That's when you know you're doing something right.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Thank you,
changing
man.
lives.
That's what we're trying to do here. Trying to, give a voice to the underdogs. Junkie was the last song we worked on, but it was the first song of the EP, which originally wasn't even going to be an EP. It was just like a single with all the other singles, and then it just worked out so well, and it just like they all kind of worked together. They flowed into each other pretty well. So then we just called it the Junkie EP, and we just went with that. We had the release show at the Underdog, which was here in Nashville, which was absolutely perfect because I am Jack the Underdog. So Jack the Underdog at the Underdog for his release show.
That was a kick-ass show.
It was fucking sick, dude.
Yeah, the place was packed front to back.
Yeah.
Merch was flying.
Yeah, dude.
Everybody was having a good time, and it was just like, it couldn't have been more perfect. You worked your ass off for that, and it totally paid off.
Thank you, man. I was the first live show I had done with a full band in a year. Mm-hmm. Literally almost a year and a month, I think, because the last time was with my band last summer or whatever, last fall. And so it was really, I was nervous a little bit to be, up there with a full band. Hopefully people show up, but we ended up filling the entire room. Like I forget how many people we said were there, 75 something. And the Underdog's not very big, so we slammed that bitch, which was so fun.
Yep, it was a good one.
Absolutely insane. And like you said, we had some really cool people there. Josh Kerr opened, Joey Lamping, who now goes by Press Pause, Vern, Hugh G. We had so many great people there to play with us and just kind of have fun. We'll show some like content from that on screen. We'll put some pictures up or something from that show. We got cool stuff still coming. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to say exactly yet. I can say the first thing is we've got this acoustic variants of all of our songs coming out in the first week of January. They might be out now by the time this podcast is out. So go check that out or go pre-save because you can pre-save right now. So I'm really excited to hear our songs reimagined into like stripped down, more acoustic, less auto-tune. Really, when I was listening to it today, it really like the song lyrics and the song writing behind it really resonated with me today. Like they're my own songs, but I was like, they just hit different, right? Yeah. They hit a little bit different. I'm really excited about that.
They're good songs. If they can stand on their own in an acoustic version, like they're gonna do great wherever they're
Thank
at.
You, brother. Thank you. So we got that coming out. We're doing features of all the songs. So we did the Conversation featuring Kellen Quinn, which is what Joel was talking about earlier. We can't believe we got up on the Billboard for that. That was fucking sick. And so we're connecting with other artists, trying to kind of get into different, audiences and genres. So we're going to be dropping some of those in 2023. And we wrote a metal song what was that? Like a month or two ago?
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll be able to tackle that one because that one was sick. I thought that was so sick.
Yeah.
But yeah, anything else you want to talk about, Joel? Anything you want to mention?
No.
Perfect.
No,
I don't want to talk either.
You caught me off guard there. Anything else I want to mention? We got a bunch of music on the table, and I know that you're working and you're writing and you're working and you're writing, and that it just keeps on building momentum. So y'all keep post on him.
Thanks,
seriously,
brother.
It's going to be a good year.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, it's kicking off hard, so it's going to, who knows where it's going to be from the year prior to now. Yeah.
No, I like my listeners on Spotify went up 999% since last year. Like that's absolutely insane, dude.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, no, I got like a playlist with like 13 demos on it, like stuff that I'm excited to be working on. I've been writing like 2 co-writes at least a week. So we're gonna be banging out some more tracks soon. I can't wait, dude. Hell yeah. So thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. If you could not remember the title of this podcast, because I can never remember, it is TUWTIOMHSL, which means Team Underdog, what the inside of my head sounds like. Thanks so much for being here. Thank you so much for being here, Joel. And don't forget, you matter.